guys. What's up? Long time no see.
And today we are here for, well, we just came back from,
The greatest Spider-Man movie of all time.
exactly, from Far From Home, Spider Man. And we're here to review. So if you haven't seen the movie, I suggest you walk away from this video
Or no. Let's not do that.
or go see it first.
Not only that, we'll do spoilers at the end and non-spoilers towards the beginning, because it's a lot of
It's a
spoilers.
lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot of stuff I called and that I was right about.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to let him slide for that. Yeah. He's,
I called it, man. I
Yeah.
called it.
yeah. So, out of 10, I would say the graphics were 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll give it a 6. No, Mr. Show. Can I give it a 10? It was amazing.
Yeah.
Graphics were amazing.
The sequences, action sequences,
10.
it was mind blowing.
10.
I'm kind of mad I didn't go see it in 3D because I know it would be more immersive and the experience would have been more mind blowing than just regular 2D.
It's a Mysterio movie. Of course, it's gonna have amazing
It's more
visual
bang for your buck.
effects. It's
Yeah.
gonna have better visual effects because it's Mysterio, the Master of Illusions.
Mhm.
Duh.
Didn't really read up on it. I just knew he was like one of Spider-Man's greatest villains.
Nah, not really considered greatest. Just he's up there in his rogues gallery as like a pretty good villain. He's no Green Goblin or Venom, but he's pretty up there. I'm a comic book fan. I know a lot about this.
Okay. But yeah.
Story, I give it a 9. I'm not gonna give it a 10 out of 10 because the story's gonna have problems, but
9.5 for me.
it was a pretty good story. I like the plot of it. It's very
The special
very good.
effects, 10 out of 10. No, I said graphics.
Graphics and special effects are the same thing. Yes, they are.
Graphics is like the scenery. The special effects is like his suit, the action, all the stuff going on throughout the whole movie.
Movie in general was a 10 out of 10 for me.
The acting was A1.
Jake
it was
Gyllenhaal was amazing as Mysterio. We'll get more into that, into the spoiler territory, but Jake
Yeah.
Gyllenhaal needs to come back for the Sinister Six movie, which is going to happen.
Okay, that aside, let's see. The acting was A1. It was a lot of surprises. A lot of things you didn't think was gonna happen in this movie actually happened.
I want to retract my statement on earlier. Like the story was like a 9. I'm gonna give it a 7 because even though the trailer showed what you see in the movies is some of the stuff you see in the trailers, it's kind of predictable because
But
it's kind of predictable.
kind of threw you for a loop there. It's like to get you.
You knew what was gonna happen, but you didn't know how it was gonna happen.
Exactly.
It was predictable in that sense. But other than that, it was really good. 10 out of 10. I like it more than I like Tobey Maguire. I tell people this all the time. I like Tobey Maguire. I like Tom Holland.
Yeah, I
way
kind of
more,
like him more.
even though I grew up with Tom.
Yeah.
I mean,
You mean Tobey Maguire? Yeah.
Toby.
But I would love to see a live action MCU Spider-Verse movie.
You
But-
would.
I would definitely pay my money to see that. I would save up.
I'll get day one tickets, man.
I would, yes. I would have to quit my. No, that's not too serious. No, I was gonna say quit my job, but
I quit my job over Avengers vs. X-Men movie.
I would have to put my money aside, then quit.
No, I'm quitting altogether. I'm
I
guaranteed a ticket.
I mean, yeah, I would go broke going to see it every day. But
Good dealing down on the phone. I am terrible. I'm terrible. Bob Evans down on the phone.
well, let's do a review. So, hopefully y'all saw Endgame. Right.
Tony's dead. Spoilers. Tony's dead. He's never coming back. He's gone. He's out of here. He's finito. He's done. He's dead. Why have you not seen Endgame? If you haven't seen it, what's your problem?
You just had to be that guy.
Yep. Dude, I've seen this movie 5 times. If you haven't seen it once, it's a problem.
Well, some people just didn't want to
You
go
are
see it.
idiots. You're all idiots who have not seen Endgame.
They don't realize the
We can't be friends if you haven't seen Endgame.
they
You
don't
didn't like
realize
Endgame.
the hypeness and the seriousness of this movie.
They see my hype level. My hype level is through the roof
No,
right
but
now.
they don't understand.
They're like, why does this man look like he's on cocaine? Because I saw Endgame. That's why. I'm amped. And I have done a little bit of cocaine. I'm high on cocaine.
Okay, so from Endgame, basically after Tony did the snap, he brought everybody back, and some people,
It's called the blip. Because not a
in
lot
their
of people
case, the blip.
Yeah, in most people's case that didn't know anything about the snap, it's called the blip.
Yes. So like people that were snapped came back and they were perfectly fine, but the people who stayed
They aged
behind, they aged well. So that's
Well, not
pretty
all.
much, pretty much what took place after the events of Endgame. It followed into Far From Home. So
Immediately, like
immediately,
people
like
weren't lying when they talked about it immediately, like going.
it's
into Far From
basically like a sequel, if you will.
Home, or follow up.
Yeah, follow up. But you want to talk about the spoilers now?
Spoiler alert, everybody, because I'm gonna spoil Far From Home. Mysterio was the villain. How? It's Mysterio. They weren't gonna change the character that bad. So it was like, oh, we need a new superhero. Let's change Mysterio. Let's give him the hero. No, he was a villain. He was everything. The elementals were illusions, and I called it.
To be honest, they almost had me. They almost had me.
I knew that he was gonna be the villain. You could tell he's the master of deception and illusion. Everything, Hydro Man, Molten Man, Sandman, the Air Elemental. I'm only calling them those because that's what they resemble. They were all illusions. They were all fake. All of them were fake. The damage was real because they were being used because it was being done by drones. But other than that, they were all fake. They weren't real. Mysterio, the powers that he had weren't real. He was in a mocap suit, man. That's the villain's costume. He was in a mocap suit. The suit was an illusion too. Everything was choreographed in an illusion. Everything.
So it was like an
And
illusion
he died.
inside of an illusion, if you will.
And Nick Fury and Agent.
Wait. Let's wait to the end.
Dang it.
Hold on. One thing at a time.
Wait, what's his name again?
I know
It doesn't matter what his name is.
No, man. No. Okay, now you said that part. Now let's start from the very beginning. So it starts off in Mexico, and we see this face. It's like a rock face.
Sandman.
No, a fake Sandman. But
Not fake, but that's they imaged him to resemble Sandman. So for the sake of the review, we're gonna call the Fire Elemental Molten Man. We're gonna call the Water Elemental Hydro Man. We're gonna call the Sand Elemental Sandman.
okay, I'll let that slide. Okay, man, it starts out with Mysterio coming to help Nick Fury and Maria Hill.
Not Maria.
That's her name, Maria
I mean,
Hill.
you ain't gotta put air quotations on it. We know it's Maria.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I just happened to do it.
Yeah,
Sometimes
he
I
came
put
to
unaware.
help them.
Yeah, help. Yeah, you don't want any part of this.
It doesn't matter what I want anything to be a part of. I'm
But,
sorry, I want to kick off that.
But then it starts out with Whitney Houston singing.
Literally, like that's it was a tribute to every single person that died.
In
Like the Avengers.
in Avengers team.
And if you see the movie, why did they show Captain America? He didn't die. He just became an old man.
Well,
I get that.
a couple years.
No, that took immediately after. That was no.
They said a couple months later.
That was not
So-
a couple months later.
He was on his last leg anyway.
Are you gonna tell me about that?
So,
Oh, I won't. Falcon's the new Black Captain America, y'all. Black Power.
Captain Falcon.
Falcon Punch.
So, after that, it's basically Spidey. Well, no, Peter was talking and dead. He was planning to tell
MJ.
MJ.
Zendaya.
Yes.
She is beautiful, by the way. She is a beautiful MJ. She's better than Christian Dunst. Dunst cap. Because she was stupid.
100% agree. I prefer this MJ way better than.
And it's not because we're black and we're agreeing with her being black. I don't really care as long as the character is done right.
It's
She's
just.
an amazing character.
It's just she felt a little dry in the original.
Tell me you love me, Peter. Admit that you love me, bitch. What?
Like she was on a whole nother trip. But needless to say, she was real good. Let's see, no. Okay. Anything you'd like to add towards the beginning? Like Peter and them was talking. He was planning to tell Zendaya how he feels while they go on this trip.
I'm gonna say this. The one thing that I hated about this movie.
Oh yeah, Ned
No.
was acting like he was.
That's not what I hated, but he was being a cuck. He was being cuckolded. I swear he was. He was acting like a cuck the entire time, and I will say cuck as many times as I can. Cuck. He was a cuck, literally. And the one thing that I hated about this movie, it called his spider sense the Peter tingle. It sounded like he just got a hard on.
No.
I have a tingle in my Peter. Like that sounds like the Peter tingle. Sounds like your dick vibrating. And then he gets like, oh my god, oh my god, it's trouble. Oh my god, oh my god,
Cease fire.
run away, retreat.
Cease fire.
I'm sorry, that really made me mad. Cause I'm like, why did they just call it his spider sense? He already called it. Have like a sixth sense. Just call it a spider sense. If you feel like, oh god.
Yeah, but it did take him a minute to finally master it.
No, it didn't. If you notice the Endgame or Infinity
But I'm
War,
talking about like to truly master it. Like
it wasn't anything to really master. He had to have paid attention to it. Because in Infinity War, when the thing was in the ship, the donut thing, you see the arms on his hair stand up. That was them showing, hey, he has spiders, and it's just they never really paid attention to it.
For him to move like he did towards the end,
he was kicking ass.
I was like,
He was kicking ass. He paid more attention to it, like he used it in his fighting style, which is something that he does in the comics, which is another plus.
mm-hmm.
You never see that you never really see that in the other Spider-Man movies except Spider-Verse, which is one of the greatest, and I still love that movie.
Yeah, I loved it.
I love every single moment of this movie.
Can't wait for the second one. Can't wait. But what else happened in the movie? What happened to the? I'm like, what
The
else?
multiverse was introduced, but was also later on denounced and claimed to be fake because Mysterio. Mysterio's character. Let's just talk about that. Mysterio's character was amazing. He was
Very deceiving.
He was very convincing as a
Convincing
hero at
and
first.
deceiving.
Very.
I was like, he almost had me. He might be a good person, but nope.
In the bar scene, that's when you realize this dude's a dick. He's a dick. Like, he's pretty. I mean, yeah. It's obvious.
Can't argue.
As a comic book fan, I knew that he was lying. It's a comic book story. Like, of course, the villain's gonna be Mysterio. He's posing to be a hero. You come out of nowhere, wherever you come from. I will say his suit. I love this suit. It's literally it's one of the most comic book accurate costumes I've ever seen in a comic book movie.
It was okay. And Spider-Man suits. Oh yeah, I love that.
Oh yeah.
The one he made at the very end, that was good.
It was a mix of every single one of his suits. Dude, if you go see this movie, pay attention to the holograms. there are certain suits that we don't see in the movies that look like they come from the Spider-Man PS4 video game. Like you see the Velocity suit, I think that's what it was. The Velocity suit from the game, the actual Spider-Man PS4 advanced suit. Like you see a lot of suits, designs. Like it was pretty awesome. It's a split second, but it's pretty awesome.
But okay, so now we're going into the parts that will surprise you.
J.K. Simmons
They bringing him back.
is back as freaking J. Jonah Jameson, man.
Now,
How awesome is that?
it's been a while since I heard from him as
That
being
little menace.
Jameson.
That menace?
But
Man.
when Spider-Man killed
He didn't
Mysterio.
kill him. He didn't kill him. He got shot on accident by his own drone, so he died by his own hands. He fell on his own sword, basically.
But he did something that was kind of scary. At the very end, he kind of put a video kind of saying that Spider-Man was the villain,
Execute them. Execute them all.
and he was saying that Spider-Man's true identity was and stuff.
He revealed his identity to the world, and it
To the
ends
world.
on that WTF moment, like in Homecoming. It was like, what the? Like it ended on that.
That's basically how it ended. Like he was having his Captain America moment with MJ, and Mysterio just came and messed it up. And Nick Fury and Berea wasn't who you thought they was, which if you haven't seen Captain Marvel, you will be confused.
Very confused.
But I have seen it, so I kind of knew what's going on. Well, I know what's going on. I think his name is Talos. Because, like, at the very, very end, it showed that they were the green scroll type aliens that were in Captain Marvel. And Nick Fury was on a vacation somewhere working with the Skrulls. And that's how the movie ends.
If you haven't seen this movie, you're
But
gonna miss out.
you should go see it, though. That is 100% good.
I will say it's better than the main Spider-Man series. It's better than Spider-Man 2, in my opinion, even though that's what a lot of people say is their favorite Spider-Man. Spider-Man Far From Home is...
I would say this is more action-packed than any of the Spider-Man movies combined. I would say Spider-Verse and Far From Home are kind of like a tie. But up there with the box office, I would say Endgame, Far From Home, and Toy Story 4 are definitely up there
Up there as what?
as the top 3 good movies to see for the summer. For so far. We don't know about Lion King. And
Everybody go see Ma. Don't shit on that movie.
please don't say a word about that movie.
I haven't seen it.
Don't. For the love
Oh,
of
that
Spider-Man
sounds-
and Tom Holland, please don't say it. Do not watch that movie. It is not what you think. So,
Oh my god. Dang.
this is Inhale XL,
Hey, it's Tone. I'm sorry, I'm being pretty distracted.
and this has been a Far From Home review. All right.